Only 4 episodes to go of Tulsa King this season, and it's obviously, of course, season 3, guys. So welcome back to the channel. Out here, late. I say late. What do you call 20 past 5 in the morning if you're used to night shift? Is it early or is it late? Leave it down below. I think it does depend, obviously, but anyway, we don't really care about that. We care about Tulsa King. So the episode begins. We get Ray and Dwight on the phone. Bit of a back and forth. Ray's not willing to budge on the 80%. Dwight's adamant that the hit was meant for him. Ray's like, well, does it really matter who it was meant for? I was put in the harm's way. It's like, mate, you're up. But this is what confuses me, right? Dwight said last episode this guy has ran things for 26 years, right? Put you back to the late 90s. What happened to Chicky's dad? Died in the bathtub. I thought he was the guy calling the shots. Or was he just like the underboss to this guy? See, where's this Quiet Ray guy been? Is this the first time we've seen Quiet Ray? I could have swear I think there might have been another clip of this guy, like in season 1 or 2, because I do recognise the guy. I don't recognise the name, but I recognise the guy. But either or, they talk. Dwight comes to the conclusion that, well, Quiet Ray's going to whack me. He did want to have another meeting, but Ray was having none of it. Ray was a little bit gay, so to speak. So, aye, unlucky for some in that regard. But anyway, I mean, Quiet Ray and Dwight, their conversations, I'll give them this, they feel like they matter. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend they're the holy fucking grail and they're this and they're that. And I think this show hinges too much on comedy, man. Gotta be brutally honest, I think it does. I just don't really understand the route it's going down sometimes. I think it needs to take itself a wee bit more serious. Well, I can't be the only person that thinks it's literally like every other scene that the show is like ripping the arse out it. Anyway, General Manfredi goes to see the Attorney General. Bit of a shakedown. He's like, I ain't budging. I am sucking Dunmire's cock like Donald Trump sucks Bill Clinton's. Which is obviously another scary revelation that got revealed earlier this week. In an Epstein email, of course, you know. Doesn't mean it's 100% factual, but I don't know, I think the fact that they called Bill Clinton Bubba, and it does sound about right to me. Like if you were thinking of all like the weird sexual names that you could call Bill Clinton, I think Bubba would definitely be top of the food chain, guys. I think it would definitely be top of the food chain. Anyway, moving on. This didn't work. We see Cole with the bartender again. It's like she's like, oh, imagine if my crew find out. If they found out I was with you. It's like, how about you sit your arse down? But then this episode, it's like, I think they just tried to give her more importance, because she helped Tyson and Goodie with like robbing this frat house, which, let's face it, it wasn't all that interesting. I mean, it was funny. I mean, this stuff was actually funny, right? But at the same time, this character feels like she's going nowhere. It's obviously going to come at some point down the line. But yeah, Goodie explains to Tyson that, yeah, you can pretend to be good, but also be bad and rob bad people, and that's exactly what they did. And that was funny. They meet with Fresher. Fresher then gets the Attorney General to show up at the casino, and essentially what they do here is they get this guy, they give him like a free, I think it's like, I don't know if it's 25 G's, but they give him like a certain amount of chips on the house, and he's like, yeah, hospitality, he's winning. Then he loses it all after getting up, and then they come out and he's like, we can sign 100,000 into your account. And he's like, alright then, fuck it, gambling addiction, baby. And obviously earlier in the episode, Margaret, at this point, was speaking with his wife, and she's obviously let it slip that he's some form of like gambling addict. And then, like, I mean, I genuinely do kind of feel sorry for this guy. Like, make no mistake about it, like, he's been royally fucked here. Like, let's not pretend otherwise, guys. Come on. He has been, but here, playing at his own game, I guess. This was pretty good. Gambles it all, and essentially what this means is Dwight's like, well, you can't pay your 100 grand back. but I'll offer you protection for guys that would actually hurt you, aka Dunmire and co. But like I said, the fake cop stuff was really good with Goodie and Tyson. This then leads to a ref. I mean, there was also a scene at the casino where Dwight was like, "Oh, have you read the Art of War book?" And he's like, "No, I haven't." Dwight sends it to him, and then Dunmire like jokes, "You're my Dunmire." He jokes about the fucking. Like, "Is it taken?" He's like, "It's called a joke, sweetheart," which I thought was pretty funny. But yeah, they had the scene as well where he found out Dwight was the guy in charge of the casino. He's like, "I am the house," which is pretty good. And the episode pretty much ends with Dunmire beating the ever-living fucking shit out of the Attorney General, and this resulted in him getting arrested. And again, I wouldn't be surprised. I know Dunmire's got connections, right? But he's literally beat the ever-living shit out of the Attorney General, who, I mean, literally in this episode, switched from Team Dunmire to Team Dwight. I don't see, I mean, it might cause a little bit of strain with Dwight and the other guy, because it's like, well, you know what, you said you'd protect me, Dwight, and you didn't. But I mean, Dunmire's got to be looking at time here. I feel like this is going to write him out the rest of the season, and the rest of the season is going to come between Dwight and Quiet Ray, which might be the smart move. But honestly, Dunmire started so strong in this season, and the longer it's went on, his force has just felt, it's just been a bit shite. It's like back in episode 3, I think it was, when they stole the drink and they had Tyson at gunpoint. I like the Tyson character, but I think Dwight's crew need to lose people, and that was probably, I mean, it would have been a big death, but that's what it needs to feel like a serious show, and that's what my problem is. I think it treats itself far too much like a comedy. Anyway guys, leave your thoughts down below. That's it for Tulsa King episode 7. I've no idea what the episode actually was called, but I will give it a, I mean, it was good. I'll get a 6 out of 10. Can't fault the comedy in it, but I don't think the writing's that strong. And also, it's like last episode, Cole and his gang of buddies like shot at Dwight and Quiet Ray. It's like, well, there's no fucking cameras in there. And I like the scene where Dunmire like bashed the fuck out of his son. He's like, "You are a colossal fucking failure. You couldn't hit the barn, the side of the barn with a 12 gauge shotgun, boy." It's like, well, maybe if you gave him a 12 gauge shotgun to shoot Quiet Ray and Dwight, maybe they got the job done. Anyway, 7 out of 10. That's it for this episode. Tulsa King. This refuse actually took me longer than I expected. I've walked the entire length of this carriageway. So there you go. Till next time. Peace.